It's now the next day in Normandy. Come out here. Come out here. Kevin doesn't want to be on film. It's the next day in Normandy. I'm trying to think of the last thing that I filmed last night. We were like kind of fooling around in the garden. We were playing the archery game. We played freeze tag a little bit. That was rough going. We went in, we played some other games. We had like a very late, like grazing planche kind of dinner with like cheese and meat and whatever. And some of us are getting a little bit of like a cough situation going on. And so I guess this morning, should I be in the video? Hi, this is John. You've seen John before. Okay. This morning, what did we just had breakfast, really kind of lazily. We just regular bread and jam and cereal and fruit and stuff. Well, what did you have?
I had it very energetically.
You had it very energetically. And now... Fruit. It was fine, it was just fruit. And now we're going to tretat and driving, and we're going to see the cliffs. That's going to be the interesting thing for today. There's going to be a lot of wind. Deal with it. An hour later, many false parking hopes later, we ended up by going into that thing which is advertised as a parking space. There's like maybe 12 spaces. There's another spot up there. Did not turn into anything. At one point we turned into a street thinking that it was going to lead to like another street. It was a dead end into a church parking lot that had no other exit. So we had to reverse out. It's been quite the day. It's been tough.
You'll remember me
from past adventures. But we're finally here in Etretat. We're I don't know what we're doing now. Are we going to have lunch right away, or are we just walking?
I think we're trying to find a toilet.
We're trying to find a toilet.
The glamorous life.
The glam of touring with 7 people. I'm fine with that. We can. I'd rather out than in. Look, there it is. There's the beach. There's the beach. Ooh. Quiche. Chips. Grapes, melon, cookies. Happy people. With their mouths full. We're moving from the beach now up to the cliffs. It's gonna, Nisha, what's your estimate on how long it'll take to get up there?
2 minutes.
120 seconds later.
Times 100.
That's not
200 minutes?
200 minutes? That's like 3 hours.
On sait jamais.
On sait jamais, voilà. But it's just going up there and then over the top. So, I'm not gonna actually time it, but we'll see how it goes. Windy. Oh my God. Hang on. These brave, intrepid explorers, they're the only ones on this part of the water. It's quite windy, but we're pretty much at the top now. And it's beautiful this side, beautiful that side. So you could just keep going on and on and on and on. But ain't nobody got time for that all day. This'll do. I love that you guys are wearing very, very bright colors. I can just wander off and find you in a heartbeat. By the way, this is like probably the top that we're gonna go, and it's like 3:40. So 40 minutes to go from the bottom to like 3 or 4 of the cliffs, with plenty of photo stops in between, so like reasonable. So clearly we went up there and around and around and around, went bound down across the entire beach, up probably about 150 stairs so far. I'm exaggerating only slightly, and just going up there, so very close to the top, but I'm sweating a bit, so I need to catch my breath. But this view is incredibly gratifying, and a little bit of exercise is worth it. Et voilà, voilà le tour. Oof. That was way steeper than the other side. Oh, my calves are going to be happy with me or angry with me. There's going to be some calf emotions. Anyway. Tiny little church. I just like this view. So we have now finished with the cliffs. You can tell with the lack of wind sound. We're going down a street that has no sidewalks. So every time a car comes up or down, Nisha has taken it upon herself to announce it, even though we all have eyes. It's fine. But we're essentially going back to the cars now to head back to the place, get cleaned up, and then do a barbecue. Oh God, I clearly just almost fell. That's filmmaker magic. We drove back from Etretat. Etretat. We, in our car, took a little bit longer because we had to stop for gas. Great. We had to like reroute a whole thing, but now we're barbecuing, and Amelie and I built the fire.
It's going good.
And it seems like it's going well, and we're kind of not trusting the embers to last a super long time, so we're just doing all now. And it's all on there. Great. We are gonna smell so smoky. Oof. Okay. Sorry, camera. Great. Anyway. These are the non-fruits of our labor. There's no fruit here, but...
That was terrible.
I don't care. This is my video.
I'll lead us in the prayer. Do we want to close the door?
Shall we sat down?
No. Okay, I'm going to lead us in the prayer. We'll invoke Athena. And then we'll... You can hold Emma's like that. And then let's say you each say what you want, and then you'll take a drink. Yeah?
Yeah, but you have to
Well, no,
be
we
careful with what you want, isn't it?
Careful what you wish for. You
Well,
just
if you
might
say-
get it. You
Yeah, but-
just might.
Wait, I don't like to have this in here.
On va tous boire d'un même verre?
So Kevin goes last.
Kevin,
I was
Kevin
gonna
and me
say.
go last.
Yeah,
You might be
that's
sick.
it.
Well, I'll go after me because you're definitely sick.
I might be saved. That's what I'm going to wish for.
Bon, Megan, tu commences alors.
Are we ready?
Oui.
Yeah.
Alright. Mix the water in mine. You hold in your right hand.
What if I'm left-handed?
You have your rifle in the other. You say, of Pallas Athena, guardian of the city, I begin to sing. Dread is she, and with Ares she loves deeds of war, the sack of cities, and the shouting and the battle. It is she who saves the people as they go out to war and come back. Hail, goddess, and give us some good fortune with happiness.
Same.
The glorious goddess, bright-eyed, inventive, unbending of heart, pure virgin, saviour of cities, courageous, wise Zeus himself bare her from his awful head, arrayed in warlike arms of flashing gold, and awe seized all the gods as they gazed. But Athena sprang quickly from the immortal head, shut up, and stood before Zeus who holds the aegis, shaking a sharp spear. Great Olympus began to reel horribly at the might of the bright-eyed goddess, and earth round about cried fearfully, and the sea was moved and tossed with dark waves, while foam burst forth suddenly. The bright son of Hyperion stooped his swift-footed horses a long while, until the maiden Pallas Athena had stripped the heavenly armour from her immortal shoulders, and wise Zeus was glad. Dread goddess Athena, in your name we make this offering.
Ma
Je crois qu'on devrait
rose.
boire.
And then we just
Fais un peu. Fais un bar.
Speak now your wish.
Can I get with you, Athena?
Okay. I wish to become a teacher by passing the CAPES in July this year. 2018. Insane.
I wish that my kids will go well.
I'd like to get a job that's nicer. Please.
I
hope I get accepted onto my masters that I want to do, and then get a nice job afterwards. They're linked. Oh, wait, oh yeah.
We've broken the circle.
I want to be successful in my forthcoming masters.
I want to be happy all my life.
No apartment then.
Apparemment pas.
Apparently not.
Alright.
So, if it doesn't come true, we know who to blame.
Yeah.
It's Megan because she didn't let us use red wine. Thank you, Connor. I really appreciate your preaching, your priesthood.
Cheers. Yeah, I mean, if the masters didn't work, the priesthood
Yes.
calling me. Chin chin.
Well, we're coming to the end of our time in Normandy. We're just packing up the car now. We had an earlier start this morning. I got up early and made pancakes for people, like American-style pancakes and maple syrup and stuff like that. And I was worried that we were going to be bringing pancakes home, but in the end, every single one of them got eaten, so. And now we're just kind of sharing out all of the food that's left in the kitchen. Sorry, I'm so close to the camera. Sharing out all the food in the kitchen, packing up the car, which is what's happening now. I don't want to leave the garden. It's going to be so sad. Way more grass than you see in Paris. It's fine. I always feel like, whenever I say like, oh yeah, I just have to go back to Paris, and then everybody back home is like, shut up, you live in Paris. Sorry. But it's time to get back to our regularly scheduled programming.